The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Dave, I have a video here. People requested that videos be played on the bonus show, so I'm going to play them.
Please.
And, of course, some people will only be able to hear this, but I will talk you through any parts where there's no dialogue and you need to know what's going on. This is a video put out by, I don't know who specifically, some Jehovah's Witness organization.
Is it by the Watchtower, as they call themselves, sort of the main organization?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, it's an official video, high production quality. It's animated, and there was some money spent on this. This was an important video to them, and a friend of ours sent it over, who has been a guest on the show before, and well, yeah, let's get into it. All right, here we go. One man, one woman. Matthew 19:4, a lesson. She's got a little girl in a classroom here. She's looking at pictures drawn, and she sees a picture of two mommies and a kid in the classroom. Now she's going to talk to her mom.
Look, Mom. I drew our family in school today.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have time to finish Caleb's face. Carrie drew two mommies. She told me they're married to each other. My teacher says that all that matters is that people love each other and that they're happy.
Well, people have their own ideas about what is right and wrong.
Yeah.
But what matters is how Jehovah feels. He wants us to be happy, and he knows how we can be happiest. That's why he invented marriage the way he did.
Adam and Eve.
You mean one man and one woman?
Exactly. Look at Genesis 1:27. Jehovah created Adam and Eve, male and female. Then in Genesis 2:24, he said that a man will stick to his wife. Later, Jesus said the same thing. Jehovah's standards haven't changed. It's kind of like going on an airplane. What would happen if someone wanted to bring something on the plane that wasn't allowed?
They couldn't go on their trip.
Right. It's the same with Jehovah. He wants us to be his friend and live in paradise forever. But we have to follow his standards to get there. At Matthew 7:13 and 14, it talks about the road leading to paradise. To get there, Jehovah says we have to leave some things behind. That means anything Jehovah doesn't approve of.
But I want everyone to get to paradise.
So does Jehovah. And you know what? People can change. That's why we share his message. So, what can you say to Carrie?
Well, I could tell her about the paradise. I could tell her about the animals and the resurrection.
That's awesome. Let's practice.
Yeah.
Can't forget about the resurrection.
So they equate bringing a bomb on a plane to being in love with another woman if you're a woman, right?
Or
I mean, that you have a guy going through a metal detector and it goes off at the airport.
Maybe just a big knife.
Or a large knife, yeah. Amazing.
All right, so, the paradise stuff, we know about that stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what gets me is that the mom is telling the kid, go indoctrinate the other kids
Exactly.
with this fucking bullshit.
That'll go over well.
Yeah. Incredible.
By the way, is Jehovah and Jesus are different people. I'm gathering.
Jehovah is God, right?
Oh, I thought Jesus was God too, though.
No, Jesus is not God. Jesus is the Son of God.
And God, though. I thought he was God and the Son of God and the Holy Spirit.
Jesus is all three?
I thought so.
All right, well, I mean, maybe. It's all nonsensical
In
bullshit
any case,
anyway.
What's that? The Trinity, right? That's three. That means three. It's like a tricaster Trinity.
Okay, so Jesus is God and the Holy Spirit and the Son of God.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But now Jehovah
Jesus is his
another
own Father.
Yeah.
And his own Son. And wow.
And now we have Jehovah has entered. Player 4 has entered.
Okay, well, whatever.
Very good. That is disturbing, yeah.
Paradise. Dave, don't forget about paradise.
I will not, thank you.
You know, yeah, it's like the Jehovah's, they have the paradise thing. It's heaven. It's the same thing. I feel like you really need to up your game if you want your religion to stick out a bit more. You have to have offer better things.
Right, like
in the
72
afterlife.
versions or something.
Like that's a pretty good one, right?
Yeah.
But the Mormons, Dave, they really outdid themselves.
What do they offer?
You get a whole planet when you die.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. It's
That's kind of scientific because they at least recognize the universe is so vast that everybody could have their own planet. I in a way, I respect that.
it's okay. Whatever the next religion is, I mean, you basically have to get your own universe.
Yeah.
And every planet in it is full of virgins for you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the next one.
They need to up their game.
Yeah. All right. So in my religion that I create, after I liberate North Korea, and I'll start it there, that's what people will get.
What better place?
And religion story number 2, here's a country that's getting things right.
Iceland has been doing a lot of very unusual, aggressive things lately.
Yes. Now this sounds more aggressive than it really is.
Yeah.
But it's still important. Now, this is a story that somehow has gone under the radar. I did not see much reporting on this.
Yeah.
But Iceland has declared Christianity a public health hazard.
Sort of.
Sort of. Yes. Well, the law proclaiming the radical idea was signed by the Prime Minister in the spirit of, quote, protecting the elderly from scams, our children from nightmares, and the general population from chicanery. And that is pretty specific.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, but let's be honest here. That's what most of what religion is. That reminds me of that the John Oliver This Week Tonight special on
When he
the
created the
correspondence
fake
of the
church.
church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how predatory these churches can be is incredible. And so you can still practice your religion. There are no way cracking down on freedom of religion.
Of course.
But
They're
anyway,
saying beware.
beware. You're damn right, beware. Here's a quote. Yes, certain rogues have used Christianity to fleece the old and give hellish nightmares to the young, explained Reverend Andrew Kennard. However, faith requires the acknowledgement of not knowing. Wait a minute. Faith requires the acknowledgement of not knowing, and we can all agree simplistic and often contradictory answers found in the Bible are the answers to not knowing. I think it's okay to admit that you just don't know things.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't need
Why
to have
not?
an answer for everything, right? But it makes people feel happy when you hold up a little book and say, "I have all the answers to all the questions of the universe,"
Absolutely.
which is great. I in a way, I envy those people because that just seems like a lot of fun.
I need like 10 books to have all the answers, you know?
Well, I need more than one, I think, is the point. Unless it's like a Stephen Hawking book.
Yeah.
That you might cover all the bases there, or Carl Sagan or something of that sort. Did he even write any books?
Carl Sagan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did write books as well as just everything else. So that would be a good one. And anyway, I'm quite fond of this, and it's something that you would just never see happen here because the outrage would be. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if a non-religious senator proposed legislation like this?
No.
Do you think they'd be killed?
They wouldn't be killed, but they'd be ostracized for sure.
That would really be something.
A friend of mine was just in Iceland last week. Loved it.
Yeah, I mean it's a fascinating place, and it's pretty cheap actually because those flights are subsidized, right?
Well, the flights are somewhat cheap, but it's quite expensive when you're there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you order a beer. Oh my God. Yeah. I had a great time in Iceland, but yeah, if you ask me, you go for the scenery, for the geography.
And for the smoked salmon.
I hate smoked salmon.
Perfect.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I don't even think I saw any, but I wasn't looking for any.
That's shocking.
Yeah. All right. It's time to talk about China again, briefly. Dave, you know about this condition where people are born with extra fingers, toes,
Digits.
Polydactylism. Yeah, that's what it's called. And it's actually not that uncommon
Right.
that someone is born with an extra finger, an extra toe. This kid has just been born. He's got 31 fingers and toes.
Do they all have bones, or are some of them just sort of like flaps of skin?
they all look quite normal.
Wow.
In the pictures, they do look normal. The hand has no thumbs but 2 palms and all of these fingers. And I don't know about their functionality, although I'd imagine that there's a little functionality or that's severely impaired.
Now, in the interest of precision, this was in Hong Kong, right? We should distinguish that from just saying China. I know our viewers in the respective regions will call us on that.
The baby is named Hong Hong.
Oh, okay.
It was born in rural China.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
misunderstood that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Hong Hong is almost 4 months old. So, of course, this is a very poor family.
Yeah.
And the mother has the same thing going on. Not as many, of course, but she has polydactylism. And, yeah, hopefully someone will be able to do some surgery here. They're trying to raise money, but could cost about 30 grand.
Yeah.
And, occasionally there are doctors who will do this for free or whatever. But incredible. Have you ever met anyone who had an extra finger, extra toe?
I don't think so.
No?
Probably. I mean, I have a feeling there was probably someone who had an extra toe that I met. That rings a bell, but I don't remember.
Same here. The extra toe thing, for some reason, is ringing a bell.
Yeah.
Maybe we both knew that person, or maybe it was someone who was born with one but then had it removed. I don't remember now. Then again, who knows how many people you've met who did not disclose it.
Right, yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. So there it is. Dave was actually born with 3 penises.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I cracked myself up.
Yeah.
Not true, but that can happen. Or at least it has been reported that there are some people born with 2 of those.
Yeah, I know. I've read it about it in medical journals.
Yeah, you read medical journals.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good stuff. I hope everything goes well with Hong Hong. Poor kid.
And I should mention, we sent out a thing to our members last week. If you are already a member and you don't want to restart your membership to get the free flash drive, you can just buy just the flash drive. We are offering them. You go to davidpakman.com/flash drive, and there's a link which says, if you just want the flash drive, click here. And that's available, Lewis. We want to make that available, of course. But if you have like a monthly membership and you want to switch over and get the discounted yearly with the free flash drive, you can do that by all means. The offer is open to everybody. I want clarity this evening.
We have clarity. Thank you.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.